Transform your life instantly with these 10 Buddhist teachings. Imagine if the key to turning your toughest struggles into your most powerful growth moments was uncovered over 2,000 years ago. Picture yourself navigating life's storms with a calm so unshakable that nothing could disturb your inner peace. As the Buddha wisely said, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. So what if you could harness the power of your mind to transform every challenge into an opportunity? Sounds like a superpower, right? Today, we're exploring the ancient Buddhist principles that can make this your reality. 1. Embracing obstacles as opportunities. In Buddhism, obstacles are not just seen as roadblocks or setbacks. They are viewed as crucial opportunities for personal growth and development. Instead of feeling discouraged or overwhelmed by challenges, Buddhism teaches us to change our perspective and see these obstacles as chances to learn and evolve. Every difficulty we face, whether big or small, carries a lesson that can make us stronger, wiser, and more resilient. By embracing these challenges with an open mind and a positive attitude, we can transform our struggles into stepping stones that lead us toward a more fulfilling and enlightened life. Number 2. Living in the present moment. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of living fully in the present moment, a practice known as mindfulness. Often, we get caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past, which can cause stress and prevent us from enjoying life as it unfolds. By focusing our attention on what is happening right now, whether it's a conversation, a meal, or even a simple breath, we can experience life more vividly and with greater clarity. Living in the present moment helps us let go of distractions and anxieties, allowing us to find peace, joy, and contentment in the here and now. It's about being fully engaged with the present, appreciating every detail, and finding meaning in each moment. 3. Developing emotional resilience. Emotional resilience is the ability to handle life's challenges and setbacks without being overwhelmed by negative emotions. In Buddhism, developing this resilience is key to maintaining inner peace and balance. Instead of letting emotions like anger, fear, or sadness control us, Buddhism teaches us to observe these feelings without getting caught up in them. By practicing mindfulness and self-awareness, we can learn to respond to difficulties with calm and clarity rather than reacting impulsively. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions, but rather understanding them and choosing how to act. Over time, this practice builds emotional strength, helping us to remain steady and composed, even in the face of life's storms. With emotional resilience, we become better equipped to navigate life's ups and downs, leading to greater stability and well-being. 4. Building self-discipline. Self-discipline is the foundation of personal growth and success, and in Buddhism, it's considered essential for leading a balanced and meaningful life. Building self-discipline means developing the ability to control your impulses, stay committed to your goals, and consistently make choices that align with your values. It's about creating and maintaining healthy habits, whether through regular meditation, mindful eating, or sticking to a daily routine. Self-discipline helps you overcome procrastination, resist distractions, and remain focused on what truly matters. In Buddhism, this discipline is not about rigidly following rules, but about cultivating the inner strength to live a life of purpose and integrity. By practicing self-discipline, you can achieve a sense of accomplishment and inner peace, knowing that you are living in harmony with your true self. Number 5. Not caring what others think. Buddhism teaches that true freedom comes from within, and one of the ways to achieve this freedom is by not being overly concerned with what others think of you. Often we spend too much time worrying about how we are perceived by others, which can lead to stress, anxiety, and even the abandonment of our true selves. In Buddhism, the focus is on finding inner validation and understanding that your worth is not determined by external opinions or societal expectations. By letting go of the need for approval from others, you can live more authentically, making decisions that align with your own values and beliefs, rather than trying to meet the expectations of others. This doesn't mean you become insensitive to others' feelings, but rather that you prioritize your own inner peace and happiness. When you stop worrying about what others think, you free yourself to live a life that is true to who you really are. Number 6. Building mental strength. Mental strength is a core concept in Buddhism and is essential for navigating life's challenges with resilience and clarity. Building mental strength involves training your mind to remain calm, focused, and balanced, even in difficult situations. In a world full of distractions, stress, and constant change, developing mental strength is more important than ever. Buddhism teaches that the mind is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. This mental training often starts with practices like meditation, mindfulness, and contemplation. Through regular meditation, you learn to quiet the mind, detach from unnecessary worries, and cultivate a sense of inner calm. Mindfulness, on the other hand, helps you stay present and fully engaged in each moment, reducing the impact of negative thoughts and emotions. Building mental strength also means developing the ability to let go of things you cannot control. Many of our mental struggles come from trying to control the uncontrollable, whether it's other people's behavior, the future, or past events. Buddhism encourages us to accept what is without resistance or attachment. This acceptance doesn't mean passivity. It means understanding the reality of a situation and choosing how to respond wisely rather than reacting impulsively. Mental strength involves cultivating a positive mindset even in the face of adversity. In Buddhism, this is often achieved through practices like loving-kindness meditation, where you actively generate feelings of compassion and goodwill towards yourself and others. By regularly engaging in these practices, you can rewire your brain to focus on positivity and resilience rather than being overwhelmed by negative thoughts. Another key aspect of mental strength is emotional regulation. Buddhism teaches that emotions are natural but do not have to dictate your actions. By observing your emotions with mindfulness, you can learn to manage them effectively, preventing them from leading you into destructive behaviors or thought patterns. Building mental strength through Buddhist practices allows you to approach life with a sense of equanimity, a balanced, composed state of mind that remains unshaken by the highs and lows of existence. This mental fortitude not only helps you cope with life's challenges, but also enables you to live with greater peace, purpose, and joy. Over time, as your mental strength grows, you'll find yourself better equipped to handle whatever life throws your way while staying true to your values and inner wisdom. 7. Embrace impermanence. Impermanence, or anicca, is one of the most fundamental teachings in Buddhism, and understanding it can profoundly transform the way we live our lives. Impermanence refers to the idea that everything in life is in a constant state of flux. Nothing remains the same forever. Whether it's our emotions, our relationships, our successes, or even our failures. Everything is transient. By fully embracing this truth, we can learn to navigate life's changes with greater ease and wisdom. At first, the concept of impermanence might seem unsettling. It's natural to seek stability and permanence in our lives, whether through relationships, material possessions, or personal achievements. We often cling to the things we love, fearing their loss. However, Buddhism teaches that this clinging is a primary source of suffering. When we expect things to remain the same, we set ourselves up for disappointment, as change is inevitable. By embracing impermanence, we can begin to let go of our attachments and the fear that often accompanies them. For example, when we accept that relationships may change, we can appreciate them more fully in the present moment rather than worrying about their future. Similarly, when we understand that material possessions are temporary, we can enjoy them without becoming overly attached or defined by them. Impermanence also encourages us to live more fully in the present moment. Knowing that everything is fleeting can inspire us to cherish each experience, each interaction, and each moment as it comes without taking anything for granted. This awareness can deepen our appreciation for life, making us more mindful of the beauty and richness in everyday experiences. Embracing impermanence can help us cope with difficult situations. When we're faced with hardship or loss, the knowledge that this too shall pass can provide comfort and hope. It reminds us that pain is not permanent and that better days will come. This understanding allows us to endure tough times with greater resilience, knowing that change is the only constant. In a broader sense, accepting impermanence can lead to a profound sense of liberation. When we no longer cling to the idea of permanence, we free ourselves from the fear of loss and the anxiety of the unknown. This freedom allows us to live with greater spontaneity and openness, welcoming new experiences without the need to control or predict their outcomes. Embracing impermanence also teaches us humility. It reminds us that our successes and failures are not fixed, but part of a larger, ever-changing process. This perspective can help us stay grounded, preventing us from becoming overly proud in times of success or overly discouraged in times of failure. In practical terms, embracing impermanence means being flexible and adaptable. Life will inevitably throw unexpected challenges our way, and by accepting change as a natural part of life, we can respond with creativity and resilience. Instead of resisting change or trying to hold on to the past, we can flow with the natural rhythm of life, adjusting our course as needed. The Buddhist teaching of impermanence invites us to live with a sense of acceptance and peace. By recognizing and embracing the transient nature of all things, we can release our attachments, reduce our suffering, and cultivate a deeper, more meaningful connection with the world around us. This acceptance doesn't lead to passivity, but rather empowers us to engage fully with life, making the most of each moment and each relationship. Number 8. Cultivating compassion. Compassion is at the heart of Buddhist teachings and is seen as one of the most powerful tools for transforming both ourselves and the world around us. In Buddhism, compassion goes beyond mere empathy. It's an active desire to alleviate the suffering of others. Cultivating compassion involves developing a deep sense of connection with others and recognizing our shared humanity. The practice of compassion begins with self-compassion, treating ourselves with kindness and understanding rather than harsh judgment. Many of us are our own worst critics, often being unforgiving about our mistakes or shortcomings. Self-compassion encourages us to embrace our imperfections and recognize that we, like everyone else, are deserving of love and kindness. When we cultivate self-compassion, we become more resilient in the face of challenges and better able to extend compassion to others. One way to cultivate compassion is through loving kindness meditation, metta. In this practice, we actively generate feelings of goodwill and love towards ourselves and others, gradually expanding our circle of compassion to include friends, acquaintances, and even those we find difficult. This practice helps to break down barriers of separation and fosters a sense of interconnectedness with all beings. Another essential aspect of cultivating compassion is recognizing that everyone we encounter is facing their own struggles and challenges. Understanding this shared experience can deepen our empathy and motivate us to act with kindness. When we approach others with compassion, we create a more compassionate world, one where people feel seen, heard, and valued. Compassion also plays a vital role in resolving conflicts and promoting peace. When we respond to others with understanding rather than anger or judgment, we create a space for dialogue and healing. Compassionate communication fosters mutual respect and understanding, helping to bridge divides and promote reconciliation. In our daily lives, cultivating compassion can take many forms. It might be as simple as offering a kind word to a friend, listening attentively to someone in need, or volunteering our time to help others. Every act of compassion, no matter how small, contributes to a more compassionate world. Ultimately, cultivating compassion is a lifelong journey. It's about continuously deepening our understanding of ourselves and others, expanding our capacity for love, and actively working to make a positive impact in the lives of those around us. By integrating compassion into our daily lives, we not only enrich our own lives, but also contribute to the well-being of the entire world. 9. The power of forgiveness. Forgiveness is a transformative practice in Buddhism that can liberate us from the burdens of resentment and anger. Holding on to grudges and negative feelings can weigh us down, affecting our mental and emotional well-being. Buddhism teaches that forgiveness is not about condoning or excusing someone's actions. Rather, it's about freeing ourselves from the pain and suffering caused by those actions. When we choose to forgive, we are making a conscious decision to let go of the hurt and reclaim our peace of mind. This process begins with acknowledging our feelings, whether it's anger, betrayal, or disappointment, and understanding how they impact our lives. By recognizing and validating our emotions, we can begin to work through them without being overwhelmed. Practicing forgiveness also involves shifting our perspective. Instead of viewing the person who hurt us as an enemy, we can try to see them as a fellow human being who is also struggling with their own challenges. This shift in perspective can foster empathy and understanding, allowing us to approach the situation with compassion rather than hostility. In Buddhism, the act of forgiveness is often connected to the principle of interdependence. We are all interconnected, and our actions have ripple effects that extend far beyond ourselves. By forgiving others, we acknowledge our shared humanity and promote healing not only for ourselves, but also for those around us. Forgiveness is also a powerful tool for personal liberation. When we hold on to anger or resentment, we often find ourselves trapped in a cycle of negative thoughts and emotions. By choosing to forgive, we break free from this cycle, allowing ourselves to heal and move forward with our lives. This doesn't mean we forget the wrongs done to us. Rather, we choose not to let those wrongs define our future. The practice of forgiveness can be gradual. It may take time to fully let go of certain feelings, and that's okay. Buddhism encourages us to be patient with ourselves throughout this process. Meditation can also be a helpful tool in cultivating forgiveness. By focusing on our breath and reflecting on our feelings, we can create space for forgiveness to emerge naturally. As we practice forgiveness, we may find that our hearts become lighter, our relationships improve, and we experience greater peace and happiness. Ultimately, forgiveness is a gift we give to ourselves. It allows us to release the burdens of the past, opening the door to a more joyful and fulfilling life. 10. Living with intention. Living with intention is about aligning our actions with our values and purpose. In Buddhism, intention is a key element in shaping our experiences and the world around us. The Buddha taught that every action begins with intention, and it is this intention that shapes our karma. By cultivating mindfulness and awareness, we can learn to act with intention rather than reacting impulsively to life's challenges. To live with intention, we must first clarify our values and what truly matters to us. This requires self-reflection and introspection, taking the time to understand our desires, goals, and the impact we want to have in the world. Once we have clarity on our values, we can set meaningful intentions that guide our actions. Living with intention also involves being present in our daily lives. Instead of going through the motions or getting caught up in distractions, we can make a conscious effort to engage fully with each moment. This means approaching tasks with mindfulness, whether it's in our work, relationships, or personal pursuits. When we act with intention, we create a greater sense of fulfillment and purpose in our lives. Additionally, living with intention requires us to be accountable for our choices. It means taking responsibility for our actions and recognizing how they align with our intentions. When we notice a disconnect between our values and our behavior, we can make adjustments to bring ourselves back into alignment. This accountability fosters personal growth and empowers us to live more authentically. In Buddhism, living with intention is also about cultivating compassion and kindness toward ourselves and others. When we approach our interactions with intention, we are more likely to act with empathy and understanding. This can lead to more meaningful relationships and a greater sense of connection with those around us. Ultimately, living with intention is a lifelong practice. It requires continuous self-reflection, mindfulness, and a commitment to personal growth. By embracing this practice, we can create lives that are not only fulfilling, but also aligned with our deepest values and aspirations. When we live with intention, we become agents of positive change in our own lives and the lives of others. So, there you have it. 10 transformative teachings from Buddhism that can help you unlock your true potential and live a more meaningful life. Remember, it's not about perfection, but about progress. Embrace these teachings with an open heart and mind, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. Until next time, may you find peace, joy, and fulfillment in every step of your journey. Thank you for watching.